That's
Like
usually a
there's
better way to approach it, to be honest. Just like step one, make your game
Yeah.
fun. Step two, do everything else.
like there's a several series of levels where like you get a time wrist thing. You can switch back and forth between two different timelines like instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And so like enemies are in one place or the other or both. There's hazards in one place or the other or both. So like you
Sure.
need to use navigational elements in both timelines to like get around.
Yeah, use both timelines to
Yeah.
help you in the other timeline, basically.
And it's super neat.
Are you talking about Two Worlds?
Yeah, Titanfall 2 Worlds.
Oh,
Doc, how much have you played Civ 6 yet?
not only like 2 hours,
I've
and it
played-
is way different from Civ
Oh, yeah.
5.
I've played a lot of it.
Hard.
I actually won one game so far.
What difficulty?
Wow,
I mean, just play Endless Legend on hard and you'll be in a harder game.
What difficulty, Joe?
Prince.
Okay.
Yeah, my buddy
Like,
Mitch was
I'm
like, I'm
still
playing
running
Deity
through
and
just
I'm
doing
dead.
Chieftain just to get like a feel for what are these new systems, because I haven't even played for like I think 2 hours is what I have clocked in.
It's insane.
It's hard.
Oh yeah. I won by I think it was a culture victory.
Also, there's a lot more stuff in this Titan video game.
I'm gonna do bounty hunt if I can go back.
There's 6 Titans. And there's a grappling hook.
How many human players per game?
12 in the game mode that we were just playing. I don't know how
That's
they all are.
definitely better. I just, when, like, the number one failure was, like, saying huge Battlefield and then realizing it's not Battlefield, it's Dota.
Well, no, it's not Dota at all.
The original Titanfall was Dota.
I mean, the current game.
I know, and that's what
Like
I'm
your
saying.
little men
the
are just
original.
trash can men. You're just shooting them to get points. Like they're bags of points.
That was always the case.
No, like they're literally turned into cash, and then you take the cash to a box, and you put the cash in the box, and then you win the game.
Oh, okay, so they're
Like money comes out of their corpse.
Yeah, we're playing
Sure.
bounty hunt.
It's called
Yeah.
Bounty Hunt. And
Makes
they're
sense.
literally walking bags of food.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, you kill them, and then when you lose money when you die, you take people's money when they die, and if you take it to a station to upload, you can't lose it anymore, and you bank it. But the station is not always available.
Something must have happened with the servers. I don't find anybody now.
Well, nobody's online right now because it's the day before the game comes out.
Because we're assholes.
Yeah, so just do it again. Just do it
No,
again.
just leave it there.
Just leave it there. Just be patient.
It goes out at midnight, doesn't it? For us?
One of my dwarves has renamed their workshop to the Unpatriotic Doom Stove.
When you say dwarves, do you mean humans? Or
Yeah, I
you
mean
just decided that
dwarves.
they're dwarves.
They're all dwarves. That's what they are. They're diminutive dwarves.
Oh, my Bertney and Russell
So,
book came
sorry, what
in.
did you say that they'd renamed it to?
The Doom Stove, the Unpatriotic Doom Stove. It's just like, okay.
That's a really good name.
It's
That
a,
sounds cozy.
yeah, it's not a bad name.
Welcome to my little house.
It's
What do they cook at
unpatriotic.
the unpatriotic doom stove.
Bad things, I assume.
Can you just tell it to cook dinner and see what happens, or is it beyond your control now?
It's probably fueled with flags. You know,
Are you
national
streaming?
flags.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What's that URL? Or is it just YouTube? Because I have
It's
that
the
cached
YouTube
still.
one. I was just grabbing it from YouTube.
I'd like to thank Chrome for remembering.
Thanks, Chrome. Thank you, Chrome. Okay, that's like, I think I have a slightly bigger scene than what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I was gonna say your cropped top and bottom.
Oh, I'm even cropped on the top. I didn't see that. 'Cause you're right. There we go.
It's like I can't see the buttons, and I know there's buttons there.
Yep.
I like that it's not just Doom Stove, it's Doom dash stove, capital D, capital S.
The Unpatriotic Doom Dash Stove.
But it's a carpentry workbench.
Hmm.
Like it's not even the kitchen.
Nope. It's not even the kitchen. That is correct. And there's no stoves inside of it.
I'll be
People
right
are
back.
out of control. Just completely out of control.
Yeah. I'm still figuring out the basics here. Like, I've just got a couple of rooms.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, the basics are you need farming, you need a kitchen, you need places to sleep. You're probably going to want to mine.
You need a doom stove.
I have,
Nothing bad
I have
can come
all
out
of
of a
those
mine,
things.
by the way. I'm sure the mine digs only to safe and normal places.
Even if you had said that and I believed it, I played Dwarf Fortress. I mean,
Oh, that man is talking about Purple Swirl.
yeah, you
It's-
gotta be Purple Swall.
What is Purple Swirl?
I think it's he's mad.
Click on him.
Which one? I can't see which one was
He's a black
swirled.
dude.
Okay, let's see. Black
He's
dude.
next to Beatrice right now.
I think he prefers African American.
She's a Victualler. Okay, this looks like this guy. Oh yeah, Purple Swirl. Quality. Gossiping maybe?
But gossiping about what?
Well, yesterday he had a conversation about something strange he heard about. He had a conversation about the daily grind. He heard Lemuel Ruster preaching the end times and was disturbed. He had a pleasant chat with Zifir Roller about the daily grind. He slept well in decent accommodations. So that's... So it's probably he was just
Just a day in
conversation
the
about
life.
something strange he heard about. It's probably the meteor that I can't find and don't know how to, like, locate. Also, I need to put modules in this weird-ass fucking building. To do that, I need to build, like, a musket locker. And to do that, I need to do something that I'm not fully clear on how I'm doing it.
Have you discovered quota orders?
I've discovered that it's, like, have at least X of this.
So for most of your buildings, you have to build them in the carpentry workshop first, on the workbench.
Yeah, and I was like... So there's improved musket locker, but there's no musket locker as an option?
Improvised. not
Oh,
improved.
improvise. I'm reading this stupid. I'm a stupid idiot.
It's like improved, but the opposite.
It's like improved, but not.
Oh, you know this game is good when YouTube doesn't know about this game when you put it in the streaming.
Nice. That would be YouTube's fault, because this game has been around for several years.
Yeah, it's just very low.
Yeah.
Republican leaving. Oh, Republican leaving.
He's making you an offer that you probably should refuse.
Yeah, I did refuse it already.
I don't know what the offer is, but
It's Republican. And he's like, you want to snort some Republican? And I'm like, no. Well, thank you. Brr, standing desk? These fucking programmers.
I mean, you can't let your men sit down. They'll get lazy.
I'll never let them sit down. There's no such thing as a desk either. You just run at full speed while doing work.
I mean, there are chairs, but you know.
Not in my village.
Listen, those flags aren't going to burn themselves.
Yep, exactly. I mean, they are if you leave my fire to burn around the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Build a house, too. Okay. This is not a house. This is a house. To a work crew in a barracks. Okay. This is a barracks, so I need to assign them to Lionel Hatch.
Ah, good old Lionel.
Okay. Increase the quality of a building to +4 to continue. I have no fucking idea what that means. Except for that's, you know, some measure of quality.
Here's another thing that's neat about Titanfall. One of the grenades is, instead of grenades, you throw incendiary throwing stars that explode in a giant explosion of thermite and leave the ground on fire.
Sounds like some Genji should have.
Yeah, exactly. Genji should absolutely have them, but he doesn't.
That's not okay.
Like, basically, you in this game are much stronger than Genji because you have a jetpack, you have a grappling hook, and you have exploding throwing stars.
Well, part of being Genji and being really strong is the fact that you're the strongest. So once you have those, you're like, okay, well, yeah, it's not being Genji anymore.
This game, like, they just took, it clearly took to heart the fact that the first game did not have a lot of unlocks or customization, and like, well, let's just give every weapon, like, 50 skins. Happy now, assholes? And there's all these things.
And you said, no, I'm not happy, even more of this.
Yeah, I'm like 6 Titans. How about 12 Titans?
Gotcha.
I also respect them for saying that there will be no DLC whatsoever. They're just going to release maps and you can play them.
I have a lot of respect for that.
I feel like it's not true by the way the campaign ended.
I'd believe that it's not true.
It's possible that they will add like a campaign DLC story pack or something, but
That's
like
what I think, yeah.
there will be no multiplayer DLC.
Well, I mean, that's good, but the campaign definitely isn't stopping, especially how it ended.
I'm kind of okay with that too, because I can see why you need to spend so much time on single player DLC. I think the real problem with multiplayer DLC is
Balance and splitting the player base and yada yada yada.
Well, no, actually, I was going to say that it's fundamentally difficult as hell to provide balance, like you were saying, but no one wants to pay for it. Like, that's actually...
I mean, lots of people do.
Lots
Tom
of people
Clancy's Battlefield 1.
A lot of people are willing to pay for the game. A lot of people are willing to pay for a subscription service if they consider content, but they don't necessarily consider balance to be content when it really actually is. That's what I'm saying. Like, Counter-Strike, no one pays for the balance changes. Not
They
one
pay for the gambling.
Yeah.
Right. They pay for the gambling, which funds the reason they should do balance changes to keep the game interesting. But I'm saying that no one thinks that they're actually paying for balance changes, which that's really what they're paying for. They're paying for the ongoing maintenance of the game.
Yeah, this definitely is not an infinite mag, Joe. I think it's only infinite when you're ulting.
You know what's awesome? Those mines in the single player, I got those now.
That's a good tweet. Overheard. You can't make everyone happy. You're not pizza. That's true.
That's the name of my loadout, actually.
I mean, it's what
That's
you want to
deep.
be. Yeah, no,
That's
I mean,
deep.
yeah, that's wisdom right there.
I'm leaning back in my chair right now thinking about it.
You're breathing deep and just meditating as you do, Steve. You meditate on it.
Oof.
Honestly, if you had a Zen koan, it's like, pizza.
Yeah, that's more like the mantra, just pizza, Domino's.
Joe, why are you still the skinny Titan?
Little
Papa
Italian
John.
joy.
Because I've got to change it. I bought it, but never changed it. But I'm getting ready to.
I mean,
That's
Steve, is there
deposit-
any
deposit if
pizza so
already did.
delicious that you
Okay.
can't eat it? I mean, you can make some Zen koans here pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're destroying their team.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's some
I like
dudes
the sound of
teleporting
the
down.
bongos there in the background.
This
Ba,
is
ba, ba,
keyboard.
ba,
That's pretty
ba.
good. I'd play Witch. Oh, he can't hear me.
Just speak louder. It'll work eventually.
I'm not as loud as Jordan.
And rodeo this motherfucker.
Wish I had a battery.
Oh no, I died. Now I have the right Titan.
Thanks for the battery, you dingus.
I can, I could do it as well, as long as we got other people in. You know?
And I'm gonna take your battery.
There's an enemy Titan right there.
I'm gonna throw a grenade in this guy.
Okay, so they basically steal the same quality settings as Dwarf Fortress.
In terms of like things,
Yeah, they basically use decor
Yeah, let's
to
go.
drive the beauteousness of a room. It's just not the same rules as Dwarf Fortress. Ooh, I hear unnatural sounds from the night, invoking figures
Huh?
of
That's
unnatural
fine.
animals. No, unnatural animals are not fine. Just
I would
Seems like
not
TV
be
from
concerned
other
about it.
dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
Oink.
It's in
I did,
theaters
but
Start
I've
now.
seen
over
this
and
before.
watch.
Summer.
Two
No,
brothers
no, it's the
in
second
a
thing.
van, and then a meteor hits.
I would do one
and
thing
they
at a time.
ran as fast as they could from giant cat monsters, and then a giant tornado came, and that's when things got knocked into 12th gear.
I like
A
12th gear.
Mexican armada shows up with weapons made.
Are we doing
from
this
soup
thing?
tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
watching this video
And
for
you
a
better
second.
bet
It's two
your
brothers.
bottom dollar that
Yeah,
these two
I've seen it many
brothers
times
know
and I
how
love
I just
it.
killed a man
handle
right before he got in the
business.
Titan. He's so
In
sad.
Alien,
I'm still about it.
Invasion,
So.
Two
Tomato
brothers.
Monster, Mexican Armada
Favorite type.
brothers,
Mexican Armada
who are
brothers
just
who are just
regular
Just
regular
brothers.
brothers
in a
running
van
in a
from
van
I would like a battery,
from an
please.
and all
asteroid
sorts of things.
and all
Please.
sorts of things, the movie.
Hold on, there's
Is this
more.
a poetry?
Old
Is
women
this
are
some
coming,
slam
and
you're
they're
throwing
all
at
No,
us
it's
here?
just
over the movie, and
improvisational.
they're gonna
Oh.
come cross
They shot me
town.
off of you.
These two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers because they're.
All right, let me
they have
save
a
my
strong
game, and then
bond.
I will be.
You don't want to know about it here.
Dude, you
but
have a
I'll
lot
tell
of
you
money.
one thing. The moon, it
Yep.
comes
Can I
crashing
deposit
into
money
Earth,
yet?
and what do you do then? It's two brothers and they're gonna. It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers.
As far as
we
I
go
know, I
down to
cannot
Alpha?
deposit the money.
Because you know
Yeah.
that's the respect.
Just two brothers.
Just waiting for that sea boy. Oh man, Hobbs in like 2 months, maybe a little bit more. They're gonna release Subnautica.